Hi guys, and welcome to the player ratings for Arsenal versus Newcastle. And well, that was very easy. Not really. The first half of the game was really quite boring to watch and really nerve-wracking. The amount of times I think it's called Maximan or something, the Newcastle winger. He was really quick getting past players. Almiron driving past players. By the way, he dived. He should have gotten a yellow card. We'll get to that. And I mean, I was like, why did the players even go to Dubai if they're gonna come and put up such an awful performance? I mean, that first half was another terrible first half, but I'm glad the Arteta talked to the players at halftime, and there was really a big change in the second half. I was really disappointed in Saka getting that early yellow card, put himself and the team under pressure. The shock was the lineup, of course. We didn't really quite expect Nketiah, Ceballos to all start. I wasn't quite sure if Saka was ready to start the game. I thought Kolasinac should have been in. I thought Torreira would have been in. I thought I expected Laka to be dropped, but I expected Martinelli to start. So really a shock to see that kind of lineup. But as I've said in the past 1 month, 2 months, it's okay for Arteta to try new things. We have nothing to lose right now. We are 10th in the Premier League. We have a chance in the Europa League and the FA Cup, but just experiment new things. See which players are down to play for you. See which formation is better for you, better suited for the team for next season. See which positions you need to strengthen more in the summer. So good to see quite a new formation and new players starting. Aubameyang moved a bit forward, much more forward, to play alongside Nketiah. So overall, not a bad starting lineup, and everyone put up a good performance, I think. We'll get to the player ratings now, and I'm gonna start with Leno. Leno, of course, is distribution. Everyone always complains about that, but made, I think, 2 good saves in the game, kept a clean sheet, so I'm gonna give Leno a 7. Bellerin, I think, was poor today. Probably his most poorest game since he came back from the injury. He's put up 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performances against Chelsea and the other teams. But today I didn't really quite think he was on top form. Gave away the ball a couple of times. Didn't quite deal with the Newcastle winger well. So I'm gonna give him, since he kept a clean sheet, I'm gonna give him a 6. Or is that too low? No, I'm gonna give Bellerin a 6. The next player is Mustafi. I'm quite surprised that Mustafi is actually becoming our best defender. I wanted Mustafi out of the team in January. Good to see him putting up good performance after good performance. As I've just said in another podcast right now, Mustafi rarely fouls. These days, he doesn't pick up as many yellow cards as he used to the previous years and previous seasons. Discipline has improved. Got a chance in the first half chance. If he scored that, it would have been a 9 for him, but since he kept a clean sheet, I'm gonna give him a 7. Luis didn't really stand out, but kept a clean sheet, so I'm gonna give him a 7. Now to Saka. That kid is 18 years old. I actually can't wait for Kolasinac to come back and Tierney to come back fully fit and see Saka as a left midfielder on the wing. That player is amazing. He doesn't have any care. He just nutmegs a guy who has a family and kids. The guy just jetted into Italy a couple of weeks ago. He's new to the Premier League, and he just sent the guy back to Inter Milan. I actually feel for the guy. The guy will be crying the whole night. He had to be subbed in the second half. I mean, Saka, the assist for Pepe, playing as a defender, keeping a clean sheet, 9 out of 10 performance. If it wasn't for Pepe, would have gotten the man of the match for me. Saka in midfield, disappointed by the way he started the game. Completely no need to hold back the Newcastle player and get a yellow card early on. There's a time Almiron just passed him and he couldn't foul him because he had a yellow card. So put us under pressure, put the team under pressure. That was the time Almiron ran and dived and almost got a free kick. Should have gotten a yellow card. The referee was awful yet again. And so I'm going to give Saka, I'm going to give him a 6 because the passes after that were okay. Who else was there? Ceballos, I'm going to give Ceballos 7 or 8. I'm going to give him a 7. The second half, the first half, I think he was the last 10 minutes of the first half is one of our brighter sparks, moved the ball more quickly, and the second half gave so many good passes. No passing back to the keeper, passing back to the defenders, moved the ball forward, gave the ball to Saka, to Bellerin, to Pepe, to Aubameyang, moved the ball forward quicker. As I've said, I don't like the man ban though. That would give him a 1 because of that man ban. I would say, as I've said in the previous weeks, I like him to get another chance to play and prove himself. And I hope I can start a couple of more games to see how it does. Some people aren't convinced about today's performance either, so I'm going to give him a 7. Pepe, I'm going to give a 9. Man of the match, same rating with Saka, but man of the match. Got 2 assists. The last assist for Lacazette was really needed. I mean, he actually tried to give the ball to Lacazette. He actually wanted him to score too. And that finished similar to the Man U game, which he scored. And that assist to Aubameyang, early in the second half, we were getting, the crowd was getting against the team, was giving it was asking for more from the team. And he delivered that way, and a good cross. So I'm going to give him a 9. And that's what we want to see, players taking charge. And I'm going to give Ozil a 7. The first half was terrible, but the second half got into spaces. If I was giving halves, I would have given him a 7.5. But he got into nice positions, even got a goal after a while. He always scores against Newcastle. I think this is his 4th goal against Newcastle. And I think 7 is a fair score. Good to see him getting a goal. Good to see him getting spaces and playing at least the better part of 80 minutes, the better part of 90 minutes, sorry. Aubameyang, I'm also going to give a 7 for Aubameyang, same as Ozil. Got a very crucial goal early in the second half. The first half again was terrible for every player. Didn't really show much. I thought he would at least try and lead the team and lead Nketiah, but what I can say, he defends well these days, gets back and defends well, so I'm going to give him a 7. Nketiah, I'm going to give him a 6. Not really the best performance, but it is unfair to judge him because the team was awful in the first half. He tried scoring in the first half, but the second half chance he should have scored. That time, I think it was Pepe who squared the ball for him, and he hit the post from, like, I would have scored that. That's how bad it was. So I'm going to give him a 6. I hope he gets a run in the team in the Europa League and in the FA Cup games coming up. He needs to improve. The likes of Martinelli and Saka ahead of him right now. So 6 for Nketiah. From the bench, Lacazette, I'm going to give an 8. Got that crucial goal. That was massive for his confidence. I think I celebrated that goal more than any other goal. I'm going to give him an 8. And I think he missed a chance before that. So that's why he's going to get an 8. Who else came on? Willock, I'm also going to give a 7. I'm going to give him a 7. Gave Pepe the ball to cut in for Lacazette. Those 5 minutes were enough for him to do something good on the pitch. So I'm going to give him that 7. I actually have no idea who else came on. Torreira came on. Solid, I'm going to give him a 6. Didn't really see him quite much. I'm going to give him a 6 because we got a couple of more goals after he came on. So I'm going to give him a 6. Did his job, didn't concede a goal. And the referee today, awful again. How can you not book Almiron for that? So I'm going to give referee a 3. Those English referees are poor. I watched the Aston Villa Tottenham game early, and Aurier fouled about 4 or 5 times and didn't get a booking from Martin Atkinson. So these referees are really, really terrible. So 3 for the referee. Arteta, I'm going to give a 9. At least he showed some good spirit, especially at halftime, talking to the players. We've seen that the Dubai break helped the team, made some good subs later on, was bold to start a new team, Nketiah, Ceballos, right choice with Ceballos. Good to give Lacazette a rest to get his confidence back. Good to bring in Pepe, confident in Mustafi, and bringing Saka straight back in after his injury. So 9 for Arteta. So a very, very good result. I hope this is the start of a good run. We have West Ham, Brighton, Everton next, and then West Ham, Brighton, Southampton. Tough away games against Brighton and Southampton, but I mean, those 4 games, just imagine if you can get 4 out of 4 wins to make it 5 out of 5. And all of a sudden you have 15 points and you're 6th place. Man, you're only 1 point ahead of us. And Wolves, Sheffield are only like 2-3 points ahead of us, so there's still a chance. I know the top 4 is wouldn't be a fair reflection on our season, but just get the win, see where it's going to take you. We also have Olympiakos on Thursday. I think tomorrow I'll have my lineup for that game and my preview for that game. Watch out for that. And thanks for supporting the channel. I'm really happy for that 4-0 win. Let me know who's your man of the match. Sorry, who was your man of the match. Let me know who didn't really impress you. Let me know your ratings. Let me know who you want to start against Olympiakos. But I'll have my lineup tomorrow. And thanks for supporting as always. And up you Gunners, and God bless.